Canterbury team get set to make their way out on the field shortly. Then all Blackfern front row. We've got Love, Ponsonby and Rule up front today, alongside Dermody and Bremner in the second row. Alana Bremner, the captain, in 6 with Jenkins and Park. Kendra Coxheads gets an opportunity to earn her 96th cap for Canterbury, alongside Rosie Kelly, who gets the chance to wear the jersey number 10 today. Grace Steinmetz moves out to the left wing with Shante Poko getting her first start for Canterbury since 2017. Duplessis, Mataeli and Waterman there as well, with the coach Blair Baxter. The teams get set to make their way out onto the field, Medi, and let's have a look at Auckland. Canterbury moved up to Auckland to play for the Blues. Melanie Puckett and also Sam Curtis. She's been there for a couple of seasons now too. But yeah, Demont wanting to stamp her mark in that number 10 jersey. Make sure the Blackfern selectors that are here today and dotted around the country all know, as Canterbury gets set to come out through the tunnel, led by Alana Bremner and Kendra Coxedge. Rosie Kelly's right there too, forming a wonderful partnership there in 9 and 10. Alana Bremner there, the skipper. Going good out of Banks Peninsula, and playing a little bit for Lincoln University here in Christchurch as well, alongside sister Chelsea Bremner, who has just got better and better since she's come back. Had a really good start a couple of years ago, then a couple of years of injuries, and now getting that opportunity to sort of force her way into Blackfern selection. Played pretty well in the trial too, Medi.
Yeah, she did as well, but I'm really interested to see the Demont Kelly show. Rosie Kelly again, explosive with the ball, and she's quick off the mark. Demont is a real game management kind of team, so it'll be good to see them battle it out.
Yeah, Dan Moore has the whistle today and will officiate alongside Gareth Reid and George Haswell. A couple of local referees doing a good job as we get set to get underway in round 2 of the Bunnings Warehouse Farah Palmer Cup. Underway in Christchurch through the boot of Demont. Taken it by Marcel Parks, who too has been in the Blackferns in the past. As they go forward through Poko with a nice ball out the back. They've swung wide through to Waterman, who's swamped in a tackle there. The ball goes back though, says referee Moore. Poko again with a nice show and go, showing plenty of that league experience she's had the last couple of years. Bremner on his shoulder, up and over halfway go Canterbury. Another offload to Parks. There on the 10 now for the red and black. Coxedge digs it out. Poko at first receiver again to Duplessis. Coxedge has it, looking for runners. Poko again, the ball back inside to Bremner. Chelsea Bremner, that is. Coxedge, Kelly up in the line there. Nice ball back inside again. Duplessis might have gone forward a little bit. Moore says absolutely. Didn't quite get that offload right, but it's there now for Auckland. Puckett hands it off. Advantage over, says the referee. Down that blind side, they go on a nice wee offload to Curtis. She's got back inside to Puckett. Puckett looking to link up, and a nice wee ball out the back. Lafayette has it, and it's open, sticks all the way through. Can she make it to the try line? Steinmetz coming through, puts the tackle on. The referee Dan Moore says we've got an opening try to Auckland, so some wonderful ball play down that left-hand side with Puckett and the crew. And 1 minute 40 in, Auckland pick up their first try. Minute 40 in. Just adjust that score for you in a minute. But gee, what a wee ball down that left-hand side. Puckett flicking it back in. Canterbury shell-shocked. Devon out here early this morning, taking plenty of shots at goal just to get herself ready. Shifting around ground to ground, trying to get some practice. And it slides out to the right, so it'll stay 5 points to 0.
Again, only 3 minutes into the game. You know, both sides' intentions of attacking. Lots of inside balls by Poko, and that league background, you can see it coming out, which is great to see.
Apologise for a couple of little audio crackles and bits and pieces there. Crew's working on it as Coxedge gets us underway, swings back towards the left. Get up front there from Tofa on the 10 for Auckland. They're up quickly on her is Bremner. Out in the back through to Demont now from Puckett. And that's just come off the side of the boot, has it? And we'll go out on the full. So we'll go back and it'll be a line out to Canterbury on that far side.
Yeah, probably not the kick that she was looking for, but she is a kicking 10. She is a game management 10. She does look for that space in the background. But this gives Canterbury a good chance with their line-outs being 75% last week with Dermody.
Dermody off the top now, Kelly. Poko takes it upon herself to get a bit of go forward. Coxedge spies a gap, but it closes quickly. Kelly flicks it inside to Steinmetz. They continue down that right side through Kelly. They've got numbers out there if Waterman can shift it. Mataeli has it. Takes it into contact. Coxedge arrives through to Bremner. She's been busy in this opening couple of minutes. There's Chelsea Bremner. Kelly has it again, and a nice ball there to Amy Rule. Almost up towards the try line. Swings it left again. Duplessis through a big hole. Lovely piece of ball play, and almost 2 minutes straight after Canterbury have hit back. So after 5 minutes, we're all tied up here at Rugby Park.
Yeah, that's a wonderful play there. Number 3 in there, Amy Roll again, sets the platform, gets over the gain line. Kelly looks for the inside, and who's there? Southland girl, Amy Duplessis dots it down. Good to see 2 Southland girls out there, Amy Roll and Amy Duplessis.
Made the shift up a couple of seasons ago now, and has very much made a place at home here in Christchurch, but growing up in Southland. As Coxedge gets set. Adds the extra 2, so Canterbury take the lead. Set to get back underway. The Bont kicks us underway. Steinmetz with a wee handoff down that left-hand side. The chip and the chase. It's down inside the 22. Mont flicks it off again. Down the left goes Canterbury. Up inside the 22 goes Steinmetz. Continue down that left-hand side through Pip Love. There this time. A big, heavy, crunching tackle on Amy Duplessis. Cox edge. Poko puts the up and under. Mataeli has it. And round she goes for another try. Does Martha Mataeli.
Yeah, this comes back from Demont, you know, just making sure they're not holding the ball in her exit zone, and they did well there. Amy Duplessis taking a huge hit. And there we go, Poko, that rugby league cross kick right on target. And there she goes, Martha over the try line. Some good continuity there by Canterbury, though. They are absolutely looking dynamic, inside balls and outside, so the attacking framework looks superb. Good to see Kendra getting an accurate boot today, and Amy Duplessis doing a lot of work in there to start off in the first 5 minutes. Poko again showing her how good she is, and there it is, straight over the sticks there. Veteran, great sort of catch there. That's what a winger's supposed to do. Mataeli. Canterbury looking really good in explosives in all areas of the game at the moment. They do exploit you as soon as you make an error. They capitalise on it pretty quickly.
Canterbury hitting back quickly. Demont down deep to Ponsonby. Charges forward, does the hooker, setting up nicely for Cox edge. Interesting switch there from the 10-12 for Canterbury with Waterman up in the line. Jenkins has it, and that one's gone off the boot of Grace Steinmetz. Interesting there, Medi, we've seen Shante Poko go into first receiver a lot, and Rosie Kelly was slipping out to second 5.
Yeah, Rosie Kelly's probably got a little bit more speed than Poko, so she gets on the outside a lot quicker, and it's just great attacking footy. Poko's got so much experience in that space as well with the attacking all over the world, so that's fantastic to see that.
Blackwell taps it back. Out the backs they go now. To Malleaport. There, Puckett trying to get her hands on it, but they'll have a penalty. Lucy Jenkins just not letting things go. They're thinking about what they're going to do. Demont steps up. She won't have a kick at goal by the looks of things. She's going to aim for the corner.
Yeah, they probably need to look at their continuity, really get a hold on, get some phases up, put some pressure on Canterbury's defence. And they have had some really successful lineouts in the last couple of weeks, 89% last week, so that's a good option for them.
Abraham back in the Auckland lineup. Big crook. And it's been contested at the front, comes down the way of Canterbury. Knocked on by Auckland. It is shoveling on, goes Rule with a big charge forward. Cox edge has it. Pip Love this time met by her opposite. Cox edge out the back to Poko, who thumps it down. It's been flicked back in just here at the back by Demont. Nice wee step and go, but runs into a wall of Canterbury. Does Ruahi Demont. Not letting go again in that tackle area. Not rolling away as a call. Pip Love.
I think Auckland on their defensive space really need to concentrate on fanning out a little bit more, because Poko and Kelly are moving the ball really wide, so they're a bit narrow for my liking, but great to pull a penalty here for them. get that line out, attack the phases, put some pressure on this Canterbury defence.
Another line out here for Canterbury. Can they get it, for Auckland, sorry, can they get it right this time? Abraham, they go down the back, and it's been stolen away by Bremner. Up towards the half they go. So a couple of things to work on for Auckland at line out time as Coxedge puts the kick down inside Auckland's 22. A nice wee step back in there from the Mont as well, but it's at open play as Waterman comes up onto it, and she puts the boot to it down inside Auckland's 22, and they arrive there now. Canterbury putting Auckland under all sorts of pressure.
Yeah, Izzy Waterman again. She's a phenomenal fullback. Just saw the open space and really turned them back into that corner. And for the last two lineouts, Auckland haven't continued with the good lineouts that they've had. So this is going to be a lot of pressure on Abraham here.
A shorter lineout.
Bruce and Blackwell really need to be more decisive on what they're calling, I think.
Abraham lines up the throw, and it's taken down nicely by Ruse. Come forward again, some strong tackling from Canterbury, but offside. Numbers there from Canterbury, so that's a relieving penalty.
Yeah, they were flying in, weren't they? They were flying in, and their one goal was to turn that ball over. Some great support tackling from there. The first tackler was the chop, put them to the side, and that support player is coming straight in to steal it.
Hey, DeBon again just picking for touch.
He hasn't quite found her rhythm yet, Demont. Probably just needs to settle in a little bit more. It is a lot of pressure because Canterbury's playing at such a ferocious speed. But again, line-outs, set pieces, they need to make sure that they click.
Oh, it's been stolen away again by Chelsea Bremner. Coxedge wanted to get the pass, but runs back into traffic. They set up again. But Bremner. Rule goes back into contact. Coxedge. Puckle back inside to Ponsonby. Not rolling away. Coxedge wants to go. Oh,
Canterbury girls, having a few little, hey, apprentice, what are you up to?
Oh, the penalty's been reversed too for that. What they were after at that point.
Yeah, I think it was definitely Auckland's penalty, but Kendra thought it was hers, and yeah, every right to. She's experienced at this and she understands the laws. But Mel wasn't having it and taking an inch for her, which is great to see.
Certainly served her apprenticeship. There's Melanie Puckett getting some game time opportunity with Auckland.
And this is what FPC is all about. You know, players getting game time, putting their hand up for Blackburns, you know.
That's another one's gone over the back. It's tidied up by Ponsonby. It's taken in a big tackle there by McMenamin. It's been forward, unfortunately, so it'll be a Canterbury scrum.
There's some massive hits coming in by the Auckland girls. They're really making sure this is a physical game. Canterbury girls are up for it though. Good to see McMenamin back. Blackwell again, Ruse.
Might have a water break, have we? We have 15 minutes in. So a bit of a water break. Yeah, one of the new World Rugby rules. Trying to slow down too many water bottles and messages getting onto the field. 15 to 20 minute mark this year, Betty. Both teams get an opportunity to bring some water onto the field. Otherwise, when you score a try, you must go to the sideline to get some water.
Fair enough. I think with Auckland line-outs, if they can work on their set piece and their line-outs, they'll be a bit more competitive with the ball. They're getting over the gain line, but they're not having the continuity that they need to really put Canterbury under pressure. Canterbury are just when they've got the ball, they're just exploding and attacking from every space. That inside pass is working really well for them. You know, Auckland will probably catch that in the second half. They might have to change their way to do it, but Poko again, Kiwi Fern, ball girl for Papanui Tigers when she was growing up, so it's good to see her out there. She's just really opening the spaces up. Be good to see the scrum. Got some Black Ferns front row for Canterbury and some young girls on the Auckland side.
A lot of talk about Kendra Cox-Edge. Will she play on to next year? She wants to play 100 caps for Canterbury. She's got to play every single game available. Unfortunately, due to a bit of COVID last year, she only got one for Mata 2. So will she come back next year? We'll see, but it's her chance to put the feet into the scrum anyway. Poko looks to charge forward again. Slips the initial tackle of Demont. And then Cox-Edge wanting plenty of front foot ball to Canterbury through Parks. Up into the 22. They continue out left. Ponsonby with plenty of running out to Steinmetz this time. Cox-Edge goes down that left-hand side. They'll have a conversation with Dan Moore and George Haswell, the AR. But it looks like they've scored a try. There's a bit of a conversation going on.
Yeah, that's some pretty good play there again. Poko again.
Oh, Canterbury's gone, but it looks like it's coming back. We're having awarded a try at the moment. Eloise Blackwell's walking off. No, she's got the ball. She's got the ball now, so they're going to call Canterbury back. So it's certainly no try. It's the first part of it anyway. Cox-Edge had it. Went through the side.
Oh, holding on into the rut there by one of the Canterbury girls. So not being able to defend, basically, was that's what that is.
Penalty to Auckland it was anyway.
The good red and black holdback.
That doesn't happen at Rugby Park, did it? Just did, didn't it? Just did, so. Can Auckland get their line out right? They do, but had Germany all over it. They're giving away a penalty. They're starting to stack up a little bit, so Canterbury will want to tidy up some discipline here. Otherwise, Dan Moore might have a word with Alana Bremner.
Tackling in the air, so good penalty to draw for Auckland, and you know, get that continuity, get your phases, win your set piece. That's the formula.
Eloise Blackwell trying to force her way back into selection 2 with Black Ferns. Had a great trial match, number 4 for Auckland. Went away in the off season, got herself going, and that's another untidy line out for Auckland, although they have it. They do have the ball, but gee, they've got some trouble at line out time to Auckland.
Yeah, Canterbury's so aggressive in that line out as well. Bremner, Dermody, they just get up so quickly and they're getting in front, and that's half the issue. And probably Abraham's throw probably isn't high enough, and because, you know, Dermody's a tall timber out there, so yeah, a little bit to work on, I think.
Got a sister, Jess Dermody, in the Auckland squad, but not required in the 23 today.
All from Tokanui.
Yeah, Tokanui, absolutely. I think Father Mal will be up in the crowd here today, no doubt. Big scrum coming for Canterbury. It collapses though. Oh, they get a penalty. They look to put the shove on, and it just collapsed.
Yeah, a little bit slippery out there, and draws the penalty. Can't argue with a Black Fern front row.
Cox-Edge says we'll grab 30 or 40 metres down there, 30 odd metres. We'll have a line out on the 22. Yeah, interesting, no Cindy Nellis for Canterbury this year. She's gone up to Canada to try and make that World Cup squad. big tall timber of Cindy Nellis, so the opportunity in the door really opened for Emma Dermody. Now Stacey Neal, see her later in the second half as they go down the back to Alana Bremner. Rules there to tidy up and get some go forward though. She's hard to stop and gets back up over the 22. Rolling and polling as she gets there too. And she'll get penalised for it in the end. It was an interesting one. She wasn't crawling, but she certainly was rolling, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's basically one kind of movement really, and that's interpretation for the referee. But man, did she get some gain line there. She's a powerful prop, and she's been working really hard on that explosiveness.
Tanya Dalton Scholar, getting a scholarship coming up from Southend a couple of years ago, been through Lincoln University.
Up at Ema School too.
Helped out a bit with Prebleton with some coaching this year as well. Doing a good job. Abraham with the throw, and it's been snaffled again by Chelsea Bremner. Cox edge and a quick hands. It goes through to Parks. Wrestles away to the ground. Cox edge goes back to the blind side through Dermody. And Rule with another charge. Gee, she's hard to look down. And the offload, this time to Bremner. Gee, what did these ladies have for breakfast? This Canterbury team is on the march as they get up towards the 22. And another penalty for Auckland. Here comes the double blow. We talked about it, Maddie Baker, that they are mounting up, and Dan Moore's having none of it.
Yeah, it's about time probably. They're just probably not the support player coming in and removing the threat. So they're getting over the gain line. They're probably isolating themselves a little bit, and the support isn't coming quick enough.
That's the interesting thing, isn't it? The game has been played at such a pace that they're just leaving their teammates behind.
Yeah, they're so quick, and they've also they've got so many attacking threats here. You've got Foxy at the 9, she can move the ball to left or right. You've got Puko, then you've got Kelly, and then you've got Waterman as well. So the threats are really, really concentrated around that area can move it.
Quick hands of Puko too, isn't it? Especially been away playing a bit of rugby league over the last few years. 30 odd caps for Canterbury up into 2017. He's now back playing rugby, but the hand speed is unbelievable as Bremner gets another one. Parks spills it though, behind the advantage line, so it'll be an Auckland scrum.
It's a bit of a let off, and Parks knows that as well. But the Canterbury line out is on point today. They're just getting nice and tall. Dermody as well, and Bremner. They're just getting in front of them. Puko reminds me of Victorian Ngafatelli. Just all the time in the world, quick hands, bit of speed, you know, a bit of power as well, and really good at game management.
They certainly do have similarities. As Auckland stack the blind side. Big shove comes on from Canterbury though, so it's a tight end. It's been won as Cox edge goes down that left side to Puko. Waterman taking in a good tackle over that far side. And a penalty goes the way of Canterbury. Offside with Auckland in the end. Cox edge says, let's just slow it down. Usually one to speed it up is the fiery wee halfback. Let's just slow it down, play territory.
Yeah, they've had a good ball, but the set piece for me for Auckland, they need to tidy it. You cannot win games if you can't win any set pieces.
At the moment they can't win a trick at the line out, and they've been beaten in the scrums too. Interesting enough though, only 14 points to 5, so plenty of rugby to go. And Parks has it, brings it down for Canterbury at the front. It's there at the back now through Ponsonby. Cox edge as it sneaks down that left-hand side, but the gate shuts quickly. Scream for a head-eye tackle over on that far side by the crowd, but it's going backwards through. Bremner Kelly comes in to play half. Amy Rule says, let's get some go forward. Kelly, Puko with a kick. It's going to go too deep, I suggest. Takes the mark.
The experiments of Kitty Demont.
Interesting, she thought she'd taken the inside the goal line, but takes the mark, taps it, comes forward. It's now through Waterman, who's going to get the game on. Kelly, oh, it's dangerous play there. She's been knocked on, it's just a bit slow there. Isabel Waterman. So it'll be a scrum instead of a line out.
Yeah, Kitty Demont again. She was at ex-Blackburn, played 10 for a long time, moved to 9, took some time off and back again and rejuvenated. Be the word for her.
What can Auckland do at this point? That's the key. Tidied the last scrum. I think it's the intent from this Canterbury team as well, Medi. They are determined to get up and in the face of Auckland.
Yeah, and even in the scrum, you look at it, the three just work so well together, and the shove is one powerful shove straight away. Auckland just need to get a little bit tighter, get down a little bit lower, and work more as a team.
Interesting. This Canterbury back line are all spread out to the left, so no one on the blind. Sam Curtis for Auckland holding that blind though. Not wanting to show too much opportunity for Auckland on this near side. Cox Edge with the put in. It's a better scrum from Auckland, but it's there at the back underneath the feet of Parks. Poko inside to Mataele. Quick ball again for Canterbury through Parks. Shoves off Demont and continues up towards the 22. Offloads there to Cox Edge. Kelly steps back inside and offloads again through Waterman. Has it gone forward? Steinmetz has got it. She's up towards the try line and they've given a try. So Grace Steinmetz down that left-hand side gets on the scoreboard, and it was just a case of take it forward and offload and take it forward and offload again for Canterbury.
Yeah, again, they're just getting over the gain line and they're not just making 5 metres, they're making 10 to 15 metres, and you're always on the back foot. There you go, Marcel Parks takes it forward, and we're talking about 10 to 15, offloading it straight to Cox Edge. Kelly again, nice step on the left-hand side. Waterman, offload, and Steinmetz at pace, just in that corner.
Yeah, how good is it to see Grace Steinmetz running comfortable? No knee injuries, no foot injuries at the moment. Had a bit of time at Sevens, but is certainly at home on the left wing. Came to centre last week, but pretty handy winger, pace to burn out that left-hand side.
Yeah, she's got a lot of speed to burn, and she actually hits the line at pace, and that's the key to it all as well. She's coming at that line at pace, and then we're talking about advantage line. This is what Canterbury has done so well this game. It's not 5 metres, but 10 to 15 metres on the game line.
Unfortunately, the kick just goes under for Kendra Cox Edge. Grace Steinmetz, I think, admitted to the bar, so qualified lawyer.
Oh.
She's studying law. Finish off here in Canterbury.
I know the Canterbury girls have been doing a lot of dojo and wrestling and that, and it's really showing in the way that they are being a bit more powerful in the contact, getting over the gain line, especially Amy Rule.
See Whitney Hanson, the forwards coach last year for Canterbury, now with the Black Ferns, having a big mark on the side. Sid Tauamidi stepping in this year as Mataele has it, comes away and offloads to Rule. Auckland trying to disrupt things. They haven't rolled away, so it's a mess at ruck time, so Canterbury will get a relieving penalty.
Yeah, they probably needed to come a little bit. They're doing really well in the tackle area, Auckland. Lafayette there again. They're doing the big hits, but just not rolling in away and getting on their feet quick enough. Canterbury again, the inside ball is probably their superpower today. And they'll be looking at that again to open it up.
Ponsonby with the throw to Dermody. Off the top they go. Rosie Kelly through to Poko. And on the back, Mataele's left it behind, but Kelly tidies up. Waterman up over halfway. The effort, Cox Edge swings it back towards the open side. It's Pit Love. And she continues to march forward. Germany wants it, but it's gone to ground. Oh, pop back inside and the gate closes quickly for Mataili. The kick just sprays off the side of the boot of Puckett. And we'll go back. It was knocked forward by Canterbury. So we'll have an Auckland scrum. Because this will be the question at this point, Medi, is Auckland got together and had a bit of a chat and how we're going to shore up the scrum.
Yeah, they really need to make sure. They did that. The last scrum was pretty good, and they probably need a gain. They just need to go back to the 1, 2, 3s, get tighter, get lower, make sure you stay as a team. They just look a little bit disorganised, Auckland, when it comes to attack. Puckett probably should have kicked that ball, but that's okay. The reaction of the girls needs to be a lot quicker.
10 minutes still to play in this opening half of game 1. Round 2 of the Bunnings Warehouse Farah Palmer Cup. Games all around the country this weekend with another big scrum. It's come back out the same channel though. It will get picked up by referee Dan Moore.
Yeah, you can see that that's a Black Ferns front row there. They are really dominating. They are working as a team. They just look so solid. Germany again has not looked out of place in the lineouts around the park in the scrum, and she's probably the only one out there that, or maybe Jenkins, haven't been in that Black Ferns frame.
Unfortunately for her, she broke her arm against the Targo late last year, so missed a fair bit. But she just gets better and better, youngster, as it's been hooked this time for Auckland. It's untidy, come forward though. Curtis now has it on that left-hand side, taken in a tackle from Mataili. Or Puckett plays the half, taken out then. That's a little bit untidy there from Duplessis.
Probably something that she didn't want to do, to be honest. It's not really something. She gives away those sort of penalties. She's a bit more astute than that, so she'll be kicking herself a little bit.
Puckett's certainly feeling it. Just rolled the ankle, I think. We'll have another water break.
The Canterbury girls are saying welcome back to her, that's for sure.
She certainly wasn't going to get it easy, was she, Mel Puckett, on her first trip back to Rugby Park, but it's a hard one when your pack's going backwards too for a halfback.
Yeah, and it's all about being competitive, and Mel Puckett will know that as well, and she is going backwards, and it's very difficult to be able to get that ball moving quickly when you're back. When your scrum's going backwards, your line-outs are going backwards, so she's got a tough job out there.
As we look at that last scrum too, for Parks, offload there. Rosie Kelly steps back inside, another good pass there, and a whip up, almost a wee basketball pass, wasn't it, there from Isabel Waterman. Try down the left-hand side to Grace Steinmetz. A couple of good tries. It's been very much a game played with a lot of intent from Canterbury so far.
Auckland started with a hiss and a roar, and they've just gone off the boil a little bit. A couple unforced errors, and this is what Canterbury does to you. They make you do the unforced errors, and then all of a sudden, the speed of the game, you just don't know where you are on the paddock.
Calls, taking it in front through Blackwell. Love with a driving tackle. So it didn't go 5 in for Auckland, so they're trying all sorts of tricks, but free kick to Canterbury didn't quite go 5 metres.
I think they have to. They've got to mix their lineouts up. They've got to make sure they're on point. They've got to start making sure they've got some confidence with their thrower, and they've got to make sure they've got confidence with their lifters as well. So, yep, throw your arm in, try everything, see how you go. Yeah.
Coxedge, 96 caps for Canterbury, chasing Steph Hetty Fox's 100, who's back again, playing again this year as well. Steph, she's on the bench for Canterbury today. First woman to do that, Canterbury colours. Coxedge has it at the back through Kelly. A wide out pass to Duplessis, who goes through a hole. Auckland there quickly, and it's been stolen. Kolo, I think it was, and it goes kicked up over the back now. Ball sits up, they all overrun it. It's been picked up by Parks, left behind again. It's helped skelter of footy over on that far side, Medi. It's finally gone over touch.
Yeah, it's a bit of a collision over there with Paul.
Auckland go quickly, but referee says we'll have it back here. Interesting, Auckland just being forced into making quick decisions or having to speed the game up themselves.
Yeah, they probably need to go back to their style of game where they are just holding on to the ball, getting the continuity in the phases. For me, they're kicking the ball too much. They haven't had the ball enough. There's Whitney Hanson there. Got a notebook out.
And it's gone in front of Mel Puckett, and she's knocked it on. And a penalty for playing it in front of the half. It's just, we were talking millimetres at that point, aren't you? That's unlucky.
Yeah, they seem to be like getting one step forward, and then they just, all their unforced errors, they just, you know, there's not enough time with the ball in hand. And again, Canterbury, all to their dues, that's what they do to you. They just snuff you out a little bit. Back on defence here, Auckland. So again, regather yourself, get a good line out, defensive line out, line speed from the backs.
Oh,
Off the top through Bremner. Kelly has it to Poko, out the back to Duplessis, who tries to slip a hole but slips the pass instead to Parks. She's had a good game in the number 8 jersey today too. Down from Wellington. Here we go, it is Poko. Steinmetz has swapped sides. He's out on the right hand side now, looking to get into some more action. Fighting a ruck down. Poko goes to south. His body's in the ruck. Coxedge has it through Kelly, shortening those passes up to Pip Love. They continue out the left, a wide out pass to Ponsonby this time. And an offload back from Bremner. Ponsonby still going. Up towards the 5, they're only 7 metres out from the try line now. Kelly out the back to Steinmetz. Are going sideways to Waterman, and it's nearly intercepted by Curtis. Just became a little bit orchestrated there, that last move from Canterbury, as they were shoveling it on and no one was going forward.
Yeah, needed someone to straighten up in there, reset it. There was an opportunity in the middle of the park where they could have changed direction of that attack, and it would have been a little bit more dynamic, but they continue going the same way. I'd like to see Kendra just look up a little bit more and have a look at that short side.
Just needed someone to straighten it, didn't they? That's all it was. Sammy Curtis couldn't quite get the second hand to it.
Bit fairy tale if she got it though.
Puckett. Free kick to Canterbury. Really engaged. And away they go out to the left. Waterman has it, steps back inside. Auckland having to do plenty of tackling in this opening 40 minutes as Coxedge screams to them in. It's left behind this time by Rule. She just looked up. So advantage to Auckland as they make their way away from their own try line. They've got plenty of numbers, but they're playing helter-skelter rugby, Auckland. So we'll go back and have the scrum.
I think Rule, if she had collected that, they would have been in trouble there. She was coming at some pace, but again, They got in there, they made the tackle, they just needed it to take their time to come out of their exit zone. Amy Duplessis is just moved so quickly as a player. At the moment, she's coming at different angles, but her offload game is increased by exponential. Really good.
She came up here looking for an opportunity to play with a number of Blackferns. She's got that, and she's forced the hand of the Blackfern selectors. There's a big shove comes on from Canterbury. Auckland behind the advantage line. Puckett. Oh, it's been charged down. Our offside though. Trying to get up quick. As Millie Epple tried to make the clearing kick, but Canterbury up too fast.
Yeah, very quick line speed, Canterbury, but referee's talking that's a bit too quick. Some pressure though.
Plenty of rugby happening on that far side. Another line out here for Auckland, which the line out has been under plenty of pressure in this opening 38 minutes. Can they get this one right?
This is the time to reset yourself. It's just about going into half time, get a good throw, get a good jump, start with the phases, exit out of here.
Got it this time through Ruse. Out the back, so go Millie Epple wants to put the kick in, but it's come off the side of the boot. And that's gone out over the touch, but gee, that wasn't the kick that she was hoping for, I'm sure, but that is half time here at Rugby Park anyway. Referee Dan Moore says that's enough. So after a cracking start to Auckland, scoring the opening try, Canterbury have very much hit back with a couple of their own, and it is the home side, Canterbury, that lead Auckland here in Christchurch, 19 points to 5.
It's time to tease the walls at the Valvoline D1NZ National Drifting Championship, live on Sky Sport.
Say hello to Domino's hottest new app. An app that's faster, easier, with money-saving special offers. Just look at them all. You even get a free pizza after your first app order. Get the Domino's app today.
True skill. It's easy to see if you know where to look. Steel Blue.
Could I?
Isn't he just adorable?
Oh, they're all the same. Just another human raisin. Anyway, nice to see you.
Wish your power company was this straight up? Head to frankenergy.co.nz.
Could you afford a vet bill like this? What about these? With PD Pet Insurance, you can comprehensively insure your fur baby for less than $2 a day. Go to pd.co.nz, choose your plan, and buy online in under 3 minutes. To claim, simply go to a vet of your choice, get the treatment your pet needs, pay your vet, and send us the bill. We pay out all valid claims within 2 business days. PD Pet Insurance. Buy online and get your first month free.
Happy birthday, mate.
It's your bowel screening test. I've done mine.
Me too! And it's free! Uso, you've got this!
There's a screening here tonight. Pull the skin from the text, put it in the boot. Just follow the pictures, it's easy to do.
Koro, you can poo it!
Don't delay your procrastinate. Put it in the post and send it away. Early detection can save the day. There's a street there here to
You got this.
Right. It's not like I've got an audience. Nah. You've got this. You little beauty.
Catch the unstoppable action in the Super League.
listen to the noise.
Super League, live on Sky Sport.
Assistant coach. It's been a cracking start here of game 1 of round 2. Bunnings Warehouse Farah Cup. It's Canterbury, the home side, that lead 19 points to 5. It's Auckland that got off to a cracking start, scoring the opening try in the first 2 minutes. But then it was Canterbury that's applied plenty of pressure back on the Auckland side. They had advantage, they worked their way under the 22, and then it was Amy Duplessis that charged through a gaping big hole there. A nice sweet inside ball there from Rosie Kelly. And then it was a case of Poko putting up a crossfield kick there for Mata Eli, who just took the catch nice and easy as you like, 3 or 4 steps and up and over the try line. And then it was down to the left, went Parks offload there to Coxedge, and then it was Rosie Kelly into Waterman. The basketball pass down that left-hand side to Grace Steinmetz, and it was Canterbury's 3rd try of the afternoon. So at halftime here at Rugby Park, it is the home side, Canterbury, that lead Auckland Storm 19 points to 5.
A star-studded India take on the flair of the West Indies in 3 ODIs and 5 T20s.
He's timed it beautifully.
India Tour of West Indies starts July 23, live on Sky Sport.
The Mitsubishi ASX Black Edition is a new timeless classic. It comes accessorized with a jet black body kit because black goes with everything. A panoramic sunroof that frames the city lights and reveals on-trend details inside. Plus safety features that show that ASX has always got your back. At just $31,990 plus on-roads and clean car fee, this is one little black edition everyone should have.
Dyson vacuums see dust in a different light. An angled laser reveals invisible dust, so you won't miss a thing. Only a Dyson works like a Dyson. Whole machine HEPA filtration, exclusively at Dyson.
The Coffee Capsules to You sale is on, with 120 Nespresso-compatible capsules for only $59, or a sampler pack for $29.95, and we'll throw in a bonus box plus free delivery. Save over $700 a year compared to the big brands. coffeecapsulestoyou.co.nz.
Along with a myriad of painting accessories and decorating tools, we've got something else for you. Answers to your questions. Decorating advice. Free from your Razine Colour Shop.
Catch all the action with big panel TV deals from Harvey Norman. Panasonic's massive 75-inch 4K TV, $1888 with bonus $100 gift card. Clearance deal on Samsung's enormous 85-inch 4K TV. Or purchase selected LG big panel TVs and receive a bonus up to $600 gift card. Like this ultra-large 86-inch model with bonus $150 gift card. Save big. Plus, no interest and no repayments for 2 years. Shop Harvey Norman today.
Go!
Your Macca's favourites, delivered to your door with Mac Delivery.
Leo,
Yes, thanks me.
Here we go. Boom.
Hi guys, come on in. Nice and gentle. Look, you're all finished.
Easy.
Daily Drive, toy hauler, 4x4 Overlander, or luxury SUV. The unrivaled Ram 1500 pickup range eats more than just utes.
Cutting edge F50s take to the water with new rivalries and more drama. Get ready for adrenaline-fueled racing. Great Britain Sail GP starts July 31, live Sky Sport.
Well, it's half-time here at Rugby Park in Christchurch, and it is the home side up 19 points to 5. Auckland with plenty of work to do, certainly around that set piece, as we go down and find out how they're going to fix it, with Mary Baker talking to Anna Richardson.
Kia ora, I've got Anna Richards here, legend from Auckland. Started off with a hiss and a roar, amazing try on the left-hand side here, and then just fell away with your set piece.
Yeah, you can't win games without the ball, and it's nice to start with a quick one, but we just haven't been able to get the ball since then, and I think Canterbury played really well, done well with the ball they've had.
But definitely playing a little bit wider in the inside, going in the inside like a good rugby league player, Shantae Poko. Your defence, where would you be looking to change a couple of things there?
Defence needs to come forward. We need to tackle. We're riding them, but so we're going backwards. And once Canterbury gets on a roll, it's kind of hard to stop them. So just get into their faces and make those tackles.
So a couple of things with the attacking as well. Probably not enough continuity that you were thinking of. Setting some phases. Where would you go from there?
Dude, I'd actually like the ball, and then we'd be able to attack. So it's a bit precious at the moment, so work well with what ball we will get.
Awesome, and good luck for the rest of the game, Anna.
Cheers.
Canterbury assistant coach here. Wow, what a first half.
Yeah, we're really happy with the way we started on attack. A little bit disappointing to give away some penalties and piggybacking down the field, but yeah, overall pretty happy.
Shantae Poko again coming back in. She just adds a little bit more of a dynamic that I haven't seen with this Canterbury team for a while.
Yeah, we've been very impressed with how she started. Obviously having a few years away with the league, you can see that skill set. She's a triple threat. She can run, she can pass, and she's put some good kicks in. So.
Amy Duplessis again, offloading it from the deck and things like that. Is that something that she's been working on?
Yeah, very strong ball runner, Amy. Works really hard, both on the field and off the field, and yeah, she's been working on that part of her game.
So, bringing us into the second half, what are we looking for from Canterbury?
Yeah, I think if we can just tidy up that discipline as we spoke about, and then just continuing to play at the line, we've been really pleased with.
Awesome, and good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Some interesting words there from Tony Christie and obviously Anna Richards. Sorry, I called her Anna Richardson, but Anna Richards. Very accomplished player and coach in the Auckland region. Be interesting to see whether the two teams can do exactly what they talked about in that second half, though. Opportunity there for Steinmetz and Rule. Alana Bremner there for Canterbury. Doing a great job leading this side. For the man known as TC, the assistant coach for Canterbury. Wanting more of the same. Just to tighten things up a little bit. Bit of strapping on the right thigh of Grace Steinmetz, though. So hopefully everything's all good there. Referee Dan Moore says, let's go. Make things happen. And a wee kick out to the right, so something different there from Canterbury. Taken by Duplessis. Effort, Rule with it. Charge forward into the 22 of Auckland's goes Amy Rule. Sits there for Cox Edge to Poko. Duplessis is busy again. And we'll have a quick penalty, so offside.
Canterbury again, hits it a roar in the second half, putting pressure on.
Yeah, interesting. Well, they're up 19 points to 5. Canterbury choosing just to kick for touch.
They've got a solid line out. They've got some great jumpers. And Georgia Ponsonby again with a really accurate throw.
So, good at line out time in the first 40 have Canterbury, and they're down the back through Bremner. The ball's up high. Can they work it to the back? They've got it there now. It's in the arms of Ponsonby. Here they go forward. A nice big drive. It's still in the back there through Ponsonby. She knows one way to the try line. Swings around to the right. And she gets a try. We're only a couple of minutes into the second half. But Canterbury already on the score sheet.
Yeah, what a great set platform again. Love looks like she's coming up with the hair, but there it is, Ponsonby at the bottom there. Just see, you can see Concept going, yep, keep on rolling this, roll it. Too much space at the back there. They're working really hard. Love, Dermody and Ponsonby. Great try.
She is Georgia Ponsonby. And a fielding, Manawatu. And she's very much made a home here in Canterbury. No Rebecca Todd for Canterbury this year. One of the other hookers that had spent a lot of time in that red and black jersey. Been a part of the Canterbury fabric for a long time. Too busy with work. Now that owns a pharmacy. So Ponsonby with the starting 2 jersey. And Coxedge looks to add the extra 2. Does so.
You heard Anna Richards talking about just having the ball. And this is the one thing they need, play with the ball, get their set piece right, and then start from there.
So Mully Epple coming in to take the kick-off. Get us underway for Auckland. Kick goes to ground. Bremner has it eventually, and a wee hand off to Mataeli, who drops it. It's also gone out over touch. And I suspect we'll have a scrum, will we?
Be a great confidence boost here for Auckland, just out of the 22.
Some subs coming by the looks of things. On the left wing, I just talked about Grace Steinmetz having a right thigh heavily strapped. So a change there. To Olamai Holden. Getting her first cap last week. So she'll go to the right wing. Mataeli shifts to the left. Another big scrum from Canterbury. Auckland going backwards, but they have the ball. It is there for Puckett. Leopold with a nice step and a show, but taken down in a tackle from Jenkins. They continue to the right through Ruse. Offload. Demont leaves it behind. It's been picked up there by Canterbury. They have advantage. Mataeli. Kelly puts the kick in. Demont is there along with Curtis to tidy up. And a part. Oh, Duplessis read it. She read it like a children's book. She saw it coming a mile away, and she just couldn't quite hang on.
That is a Duplessis special. If you go on YouTube, you can see her doing that at Southern Girls High. So that is something special.
There would have been no catching her either.
Speed to burn.
There's a couple of changes coming for Auckland as well.
Millie.
Hufunga now out there in jersey 22. She was good for Tonga over the last couple of weeks, playing in the Oceania Women's Championship. She is an absolute handful.
Yeah, gain line machine. Hufanga.
Another big scrum from Canterbury, but Auckland have it. They swing out to the left, and Hufanga gets a touch quickly, and she's got speed to burn. Through the gap she goes. Taken down by Bremner. They continue to the left. 23's out there as well as Bowen. Puckett. It's a little bit untidy, but a gap opens up there for Demont. She goes through sailing, but she's looking to link up. So back inside to the prop forward. Up towards the try line. Demont again looks through the gap, but throws it forward to Jenkins. So it comes on that Canterbury side now as Coxedge goes on to her left. Back towards the centre. There's Bowen with another touch. McMenamin up towards the 22. She takes a bit of stopping. Pick and go through the forwards does Villico. This is better from Auckland. She's held up there by Parks. Gets to ground eventually. Puckett. Demont. Another tackle there. Tofa. Puckett. And charged down there by Mataeli. So the ball's still alive and Auckland have it. They go through. Fends off a big... Oh, Coxedge makes the tackle eventually. Gets there. Molly Apple. Puckett has it. They come to the right. And a wide out pass. And it's been spilt right on the try line.
That's much better attack by Auckland. Much better attack by Auckland. Good continuity. Gain line ball. They just need to be a little bit more patient with the ball.
A penalty, quick tap, they go through. Villico continues to charge towards the try line. It's there for the forwards. A carry there from Leota. And they'll get, oh, Dan Moore thinks about the penalty. They've got advantage though to Auckland. Can Puckett get it wide? It's there for Roos and she's over. So Auckland get their second try. And a deserved try there, just building some phases.
Yeah, absolutely. They started it with Obi on the right-hand side. They built the phases. They got the gain line. And that's what we were talking about at halftime. Holding on to the ball. There goes Puckett. Straight into Roos and over the line she goes.
Well, interesting enough, it all started right back at the scrum through Hufanga, didn't it? She's only been on the field a couple of minutes, but Auckland got some much-needed go forward. They held on to the ball and built some phases, and they showed what they could do.
Yeah, that's probably what they've been missing from the first half is someone just getting over that gain line and going straight. Demont again, she's made 3 breaks already, but her patience, it's that last pass into the patience, and I need, for Auckland, she needs to be a little bit more patient.
So Melly Apple taking the kicks in the second half. Slots the extra 2.
Yeah, great to see Millie Apple slot that. There's some confidence boosters there for Auckland. So this is a good start for the second half. They've got like 30 minutes to keep on going, so good start.
Pep talk from Anna Richards and Willie Walker getting Auckland back on track. Taken down. And up and over the 10-metre mark that it's been lost. Unfortunately, just been lost forward there. It was Roos that took it into contact.
Young Blackfern there, Roos, just coming back from injury from the Blackfern trials and things. She's a good wee player, really good around the paddock, but she's just sort of been missing today.
Don't have a change, do we? We do have a change, so that this Roos day is done. We have a change in the locking department. Also, Dermody off for Niall and Pip Love off as Steph Te Aoheri Fox, the Centurion, makes her way on for Canterbury. The mum had a year off, must be 2 years ago now, to have add another child to their family.
Germany definitely did not look out of place in that Canterbury side either, and locking it against some Blackburn, so well done to her.
Certainly a name for the future, if not the now, as Coxedge has it. De Poko forming a great partnership with Amy Duplessis in the midfield for Canterbury today. Coxedge comes to the left again through Kelly in a wide out pass to Mataele. She's got space, but it shuts off her quickly for her. Coxedge looking for runners. It's just slowed down a little bit, allowing Auckland to get set, but Marcel Parks goes through a hole. Coxedge out wide to Mataele, who's monstered in a tackle. Again, Coxedge there for Bremner. And that's gone forward. We've got a penalty here. And we'll come back. So once Canterbury start getting some phases going and Auckland backtracking, it's hard to get onside, isn't it?
Very hard to get onside because, like I said, they're making 10 to 15 metres rather than 5 to 10. So backpedaling, turning around as quickly as you can get to the onside line. So they're really hard to stop once they get that roll.
Coxedge says, let's put some pressure on. So a couple of new locks and new props out there for Canterbury. Can their line out stay consistent? Down the back they go to Chelsea Bremner. And not straight. It's a bit of a wasted opportunity there. But I guess when you've had 15 or 16 dominant lineouts all day, you're allowed a bad one.
Yeah, well, you know, one a game isn't too bad, but if you're looking at that Blackburn space, that's probably something that they've been working really hard on as their lineouts. Northern Hemisphere teams are superb at them. So Ponsonby would probably going, I don't want any.
There's Hufunga. So she had a lot of fun playing with Tonga. Very destructive ball runner. A bit like the Canterbury scrum too. Off the back come Auckland. Through McMenamin. Jenkins trying to get in there and disrupt. Jesus. Looking for runners to get a better set. Puckett out the back. Dumont stays in. Mataele just shelves it and then kicks it away. It's just there. She might have just been better off to let it bounce. Didn't quite get her feet to the ball.
Yeah, better exit play there from Auckland. A lot more controlled with it. Coming on the right-hand side, getting the continuity, getting over the gain line, and then again, Dumont in a better position to clear it out.
Another change here in the front row. It's Toffa. Her day is done. 18 out there is Fisher.
A kicking prop, I've been told.
Kicking prop. I like those. We're seeing this one for Canterbury. Isabel Waterman has come in to defend it in the first 5 slot with Rosie Kelly dropping back. So that's to do with Hufunga coming on as they go off the back through McMenamin, and she's got acres of space there. Taken down in a tackle by Bremner, but it's right out the back for Rosie Kelly to tidy up. And she puts it up, but it's there again for McMenamin. Put the kick in. Abraham with a run this time. Hasn't had much ball in hand apart from line-out time so far as Abraham. 19 there for Vaipulu. Up into the 22. McMenamin with the offload. Dumont still going. Looks for the pass, gets it away. Continues to go again, and it's almost there for Auckland, but referee Dan Moore says crossed, I think. A wee shepherd, unfortunately. So wonderful piece of play there for Auckland. Once they get moving, they've really got some talent, but they just, unfortunately, just crossed there and undid themselves.
Yeah, again, great kick there from McMenamin, and again, return kick, getting to the centre, and Dumont, she just seems to just get herself into a bit of space every time, and just looking for that support player as well, so she's a double threat there.
It's a penalty, so it'll be a line-out throw to Canterbury. Can Ponsonby get this one on the button? Niao takes it at the back, but that's not straight either. So a change in the line-out, a couple of new locks. And it's just not quite going the way that Canterbury would have liked it to.
Yeah, different jumpers, different continuity. But again, we get to that next level and we want Ponsonby just to be able to automatically change whoever's in there. Dermody again, she's the height that she was getting in that line out, she's got to adjust the way she throws the ball.
Canterbury will want to line up here, make those first up tackles, because with the likes of Hufunga in this back line now, it'll take a fair bit of stopping.
Definitely put some pressure on that defensive.
And the scrum's gone down for both sides, but it's there for Puckett. Demont looking for gaps. It closes quickly through Jenkins, and a good tackle. Blackwell with a charge forward, and it's been ripped away by Isabel Waterman. It's there on the ground, plenty of work to do. Hufunga has it this time. Offload there to Vaipulo. Puckett. Millie-Apple with a nice offload there. And they scream through to Auckland, and another wee pass. So Auckland have another try, so it's all starting to come right for them. I think it's Kiri Demont there, the fullback, that gets over for the try.
Hufunga again in the mix there. Just on the back of that ruck there, just offloads it. A good retrieve here, good continuity here by Puckett. Millie-Apple hits Lafiali. Lafiali, nice offload. What a great line there by Demont. Great hit back.
Yeah, Millie-Apple just getting a bit more involved in the second half too. She's a wonderful player, and we want to see more from her. The more she gets involved, the better this Auckland side goes.
Yeah, it's really hard to stop her. She's really quick and powerful, and it's taking 2 to 3 players to get a hold of her. Plus, she's got an offloading game as well, so she's really hard to defend. Anna Richard will be a lot happier this half. Good start. But again, Canterbury just needs the ball again, settle themselves in, get back to their structure and really just get the phases going.
Interesting. There, just in behind the kicker, you see Kendra Coxedge just taking a seat, sneaking around the back. So that suggests to me that Di Henny is out there. Replacement halfback Canterbury. Millie-Apple with the kick. Can't quite add the extra 2. So we've got a game on though. Took Auckland about 4 hours to get their plane and their flights down here yesterday. Maybe that's what it was, just a
bit of jet lag.
Perhaps, as Waterman kicks us off. Taking down their Auckland, but it's gone back. Lafaeli come through Fisher. The replacement prop, Puckett, intentionally throws it in to Ponsonby. She wants to speed it up now and goes through a big hole. She's got plenty to prove and wants to do so, does Mel Puckett. Henny. Kelly's eyes some space and puts a big right punt to it, sending Auckland down inside their 22. Demont fires it back, and it's been dropped, fortunately, by Di Henny. So that's advantage Auckland.
Yeah, you can see Demont there just rousing up the Aucklanders. Let's go, let's go! Because that's what's happening right now. They're getting the confidence back up. They're putting Canterbury under pressure. And this is where you see chinks in the armour a little bit.
Certainly the game, you just feel momentum starting to shift a little bit.
A little bit, but you know, Canterbury are one of those sides that even though it looks like they could be losing a little bit of momentum, in one snap, in one phase, they can change the game again.
It's just a case of getting some cohesion back with some changes. The scrum goes down.
Yeah, step to Haere Fox. Come on, guys, what's going on?
Packed down in 1 or 2 scrums before. Former Blackfern.
Yeah, probably letting Fisher know who's the boss too.
It's a better scrum this time from Auckland. Puckett has it. Dumont spies the gap again, but it closes quickly. Taken forward from Lafa'ili, but it's a forward pass.
Ooh.
So well defended there by Jenkins. The open side getting off the scrum nice and quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of ground to cover there by Jenkins again. Lafa'ili again. Now the momentum shifted a little bit. She's coming more into the game, and she's looking for those offloads and being a good support player as well.
Two players out to the right-hand side. It's Hufunga. Canterbury, so we're 2 out to the right down that short and blind. Kelly, Poko, Steinmetz and Mataele away to the left. The good base of the scrum. And Parks comes away with it, but she is monstered as Dumont gets up in the face of Rosie Kelly. Canterbury going backwards. Te old Haere Fox says, I'll get us going forward. Henny gives it to her propping partner, Rule. Out the back to Poko, says, I've had enough of this. Dumont to tidy up. It's Kerry Dumont back inside to Lafa'ili. It's there for Auckland. They're a bit flat-footed as Dumont tries to get some go forward. They're running. First 5, Maliepo puts it on the toe. Mataele goes one way and then goes back the other. Still going is Mataele. Gets the offload to Kelly. Kelly about to put the kick in and it makes it back in field. Oh, tidied up there though by Auckland. And McMiniman, was it? They put the kick in the end.
Wow, what a
indeed the number 8. It was Mataele just weaving away through the Auckland defence.
Maliepo's probably kicking game has been a bit off, and that again was not an accurate kick. And Mataele again, she's a silky player, so she weaved in and out.
Alana Bremner, the captain, down to Henny. Kelly. Poko with a bump off. Henny has it. Kelly with a short ball to Waterman. And she's left it behind. At that point, there's Di Henny. There might have been a hand in that ruck, but referee Dan Moore says, no, it's all you. You left it behind.
Yep, yeah. They were saying Hafenanga was putting her hands in there or didn't move her away, and what a great tackle out there from her though.
Yeah, change in the front row for both teams. But Wamonga Polo, affectionately known as Honor, has made her way down from Hawke's Bay to play for some Super Rugby Aopuki. After 2 last year, and has stayed in Christchurch and made her home here playing for the Christchurch club. Won a title with Christchurch. Wamonga.
Very timely replacement as well. Good go forward ball.
It's a big scrum there from Canterbury. It's set the back through McMiniman. Dumont through Maliepo in hands. Auckland have it down on this right hand side. Vakolo steps back in and gets the pass away to Lafa'ili. They're there in numbers through Blackwell. Demont's there and they've got an open try line. They won't catch her. Demont is going. She's going and she's gone all the way. Rosie Kelly with her last gasp dive. But it was enterprising play from Auckland and they've got themselves a 5-pointer.
Wow, what attacking rugby. Anna Richard did say that this is one thing they did very well last week, was they, as soon as they got the ball, they attacked it. Here's the Kiwi Fern here. What an offload to Lafa'ili. Blackwell again, all the experience in the world, and Mont just puts the afterburners on. Great support play. Kelly just about got her, and over she goes. Great try.
Demont was thinking about giving the pass, wasn't she? But she only had 2 or 3 steps to go.
What a leader.
Game on, Mary Baker.
Look, we all come to watch these sorts of games where they're nice and tight and they're entertaining.
They're 5 metres in from that right wing touch. Maliepo out to the left. Just can't quite get their kicking boots on today. Ruahei Demont, the try scorer. And it is 26 points to 22. Still got just under a quarter of an hour to go. Canterbury haven't scored for a while, so that's a big telling point here as it goes through the hands of Lafa'ili. Hufunga and over the 22. So Auckland just looking to run things a bit more rather than kick at the moment, and it's paying off for them. Puckett, Maliepo with another offload. They're up quick. There's Rosie Kelly, but it's gone forward. So Abraham was there, but the ball had gone forward. So Canterbury with an attacking scrum now.
Yeah, good defence there by Canterbury. The line speed was a lot better and they're getting up, putting the pressure on. Auckland are trying to move it as quickly as they can and trying to get it out wide. They've seen the space there and they're trying to exploit that. So it'd be good to see the scrum now.
Henny with the scrum feed, it's at the back. And Graham Muir's out there in 20. They're up quickly on her. It's been hacked away through by Bowen. We shove there out the way, but it's come back there for Duplessis. Hufunga with the charge down this time. It's gone forward though, so advantage to Canterbury. Henny has it, steps back in, offload to Bremner for some much needed go forward for Canterbury. Henny has it, Poko Ponsonby. Henny, Poko with the ball back inside to Pulu. And the ball's been ripped away by Blackwell, I think. Now it's there for Muir, but we'll have a penalty for holding on. Some great work at the breakdown there from Eloise Blackwell.
Yeah, Eloise Blackwell, but you go back to Hufunga as well, just getting up with the charge down, just stopping that momentum from Duplessis, because that could have been another points there.
So I said, Twala Holden out there in 23 for Canterbury. But both sides pretty much emptying their bench. So there's Black Ferns coach Whitney Hanson and the analyst Hodgie. Having a good look at both teams today. Sure Wayne Smith will be somewhere and Ted will be somewhere too. Graham Henry. It's a good throw. Taken down by Vaipulu. Demont. McMenamin through a big gap there. They've got some trouble to Canterbury making tackles. McMenamin with a shove off. Chooses to go on her own, but Jenkins gets back there to make the cover tackle. Auckland have numbers out to the right. Demont. Offload there to Fisher. Fisher thinks about it, gives the pass, and they'll score in this right-hand corner through Caitlin Vaipulu, the right winger.
Oh, the Kiwi Fern there. She played against, but was playing for Kiwi Ferns a couple of weeks ago, and here she is showing the speed. Here it goes here, Hufunga again to Demont. The offloads are just happening for Auckland at the moment. And good catch pass, and there she goes, Kiwi Fern in the corner.
Well, she's doing a pretty good job at the 15-woman code as well. As here we see Fisher. We talked about that, the kicking prop. Take over from Maliepo and Demont.
I don't know what water Anna Richards gave to them in the the halftime break, but they've definitely changed the way they've played with the attitude and just going forward with the ball.
All right.
Anna and Willie doing a great job. Willie Walker with Auckland. There's certainly been a noticeable change with the bench. And it's not a bad kick from Fisher, but it just slips out to the right. So Auckland have the lead though, for the first time, but they scored the opening try at Auckland after 1.5 minutes. A couple of minutes later, Canterbury hit back, and then it's taken 70-odd minutes for Auckland to wrestle things back.
Still not out of it, Canterbury though.
Waterman gets us back underway, down towards the 22. Forward goes Lafa'ili. Puckett has it.
That's what Canterbury was looking for, that little mistake there, so they can capitalise on it, get a good scrum, get a good platform from the backs.
Hufunga has gone into second five. Leopold out to centre. Mont still there for Auckland at first five. There for Muir at the back. Henny. Kelly with a wide out pass. Duplessis goes through a big gap there. She's got no one to link up with though. Kelly arrives eventually. Muir with a carry. Mataeli's out, isolated on that left-hand side. They eventually arrive, Henny. They go down that left-hand side through Stacey Niall, but it's been ripped away from her, but they had a penalty advantage. Playing the halfback. It was in the end. So Canterbury just wanting to slow things down a little bit. I suspect just knock things into the corner. Get their game going again.
Yeah, Milepo over zealous would be the word. Probably just needed to leave that and set their defence structure.
We'll have a change at line out time. So Georgia Ponsonby, a pretty good day out there. Coming onto the field is Atlanta Lolohia, the sister of Martha Mataele.
Bit of a local cheer from here. Good to see her out there. She could have been a little bit sick today, so here she comes.
We talked about playing last year for Canterbury and then got injured. So we hadn't seen her, and it's eventually taken down there by Bremner. So Canterbury do have it as they look to drive on Bremner. Auckland doing a great job to slow it down at the moment through the backs. Poko with a charge up towards the try line. It's messy again. Henny has it through Kelly. Hands in the ruck again there. Henny eventually gets it. It's very messy at the breakdown. Puckle demanding the forwards come in and get things going. Canterbury towards the sticks. It's there from Muir as a charge towards the trial, and it's good defence though from Auckland so far. Henny, Lola here. Henny, Mataele charges towards the line, and she's over. Well, her sister went to the right, and then Mataele says, I'll have a go at this, and comes back towards the left-hand six like a cannonball and charges over to get another try for Canterbury.
Oh, you can never underestimate Canterbury. There goes Atlanta. She took a big hit from there, and Martha just goes, you know what, I'll do it, guys. I've got this. Over the line she goes.
Some stiff defence there from the likes of Lafayette. And eventually, Mataele picks up her second 5-pointer of the day. Gets Canterbury back out in front with a kick to come from Rosie Kelly. Kelly adds the extra 2. We've got a tight one. 31 plays 27. Still 6.5 odd minutes to go.
Very entertained game. Martha Mataele again, 14 carries last week. So she's a very busy winger.
Molly Airport with the deep kick. Down towards Tuolamai Holden. The carry. It's to ground eventually. They go through the hands. Physicality and aggression at the breakdown. Kelly just shoveling it on. Jenkins there to tidy up, but it's gone forward. So Canterbury just putting themselves under pressure for no real reason.
Yeah, a bit flat there on the back line there, but Hufanga again. She's that line speed. She's coming up so quick. Amy Duplessis, she was either going to absolutely get smashed or quick hands.
So we might have an injury out there too to Leota, Shannon Leota. Change there in the loose forwards for Auckland. '20s out there now. Makra. Scrum from Auckland, a big shove from Canterbury. It's a tight head. It comes out on Canterbury's side and they get the penalty as well. So plenty of Yahoo from Canterbury. They are the smaller pack, but gee, they've got some power.
Yeah, this is what Canterbury does. Like I said, you think the momentum shifted, but then you get some big game plays like that. What a scrum.
Puckle steps up to take the kicks. Canterbury, no Cox edge out there at the moment. Roller here, entrusted with getting this right for Canterbury. It's a high pass, it's a wayward throw.
Ball just slipped out of her fingers there. Didn't quite execute it in the follow through, and yeah, like those things happen. She's a young player, and this is the scene for her to make those mistakes so that she can learn from them.
She hasn't got anyone better than beside her as Steph Teoheri Fox. We've got Pulu there as well with her, so it'll be another big scrum, but Steph Teoheri Fox played 2 and in the props for the Black Ferns. Big scrum again from Canterbury. It's wheeled around the corner. that's come out for Auckland. They're under pressure. They have advantage.
Can't do much there, could they?
Keep head-high tackle there as Puckett looks to speed things up. They go out to Lafa'ili. Puckett again, out to that left route. Maleapool up towards the 22. That's Canterbury's 22. It's been ripped away though by Bremner. Alana Bremner, that is, the captain of Canterbury. Henny just needing to slow things down a little bit as Jenkins takes it upon itself to get some go forward. Rosie Kelly in there directing play from first five, telling the forwards to get in and get some go forward. Lola here, front flat-footed. Henny out to Bremner again. Henny, Niao. We're in the 79th minute. They will just play it tight, will Canterbury, through Bremner. Out the back. I think they're kicking it out. And they do through Rosie Kelly. So the referee's time, that's all that is the most important time here. And referee Dan Moore says that is enough. That'll do us here at Rugby Park in Christchurch. Rosie Kelly says we'll take the win. So it was a wonderful fight back in the second half from the Auckland Storm. But it is the home side that take the win here in the Bunnings Warehouse Farah Palmer Cup. It is Canterbury 33 points to 27.
Between Canterbury and Auckland Storm. Just like to thank the referees for today, we have Daniel Moore, by George Hands up.